What's up, guys? New update just dropped for Gran Turismo, and stay tuned, it's a big one. So I do want to start with the cars, and I want to show you how they look in PlayStation VR 2. And right now I'm starting with the CHR, I think it's what it's called, like the Toyota SUV thingy. And right now I'm just driving it like a little Miss Daisy, looking around what the car looks like inside. And you know, it's neat. It's an SUV or CRV. I turned off the traction control to see if it'd be a bit more inspiring that way, but you guys know how it is. Like perhaps an engine swap in the future will make this more fun or whatever, but it's like some hybrid stuff. You see the gauge cluster, I'm looking at the gear lever, the steering wheel. It's like everything is just, you know, a normal car. I'm like, I just want to see it what it looks like at PSVR. It looks neat. I took it on the Pacific Highway, and it's just a really neat car. I picked this like cyan looking color. Sun is bright, vibing in a CUV with your family. That's good and dandy, but yeah, this is just a regular car. Now we're hopping into Honda Civic, and this one I'm excited for because there's a little bit of a Honda Civic boy in each of us. And this car like really looks neat. It really, seeing it in VR actually does make it feel that you're in there, and it's like, wow, it's like a brand new old car. All the details are there, like the red line being even over 7,000 is something that I didn't know was a thing. I'm not too familiar with like this older Civic, but it really looks neat. I love the steering wheel, and of course I had to drive it in the Tokyo Expressway. But I had to pick in that Civic Red. You can see the AC controls, the shifter. I'm like, wow, this is such a throwback. And not that I was raised, and this was a bit, I'll say not after my time, but definitely not like my time growing up. I'm a bit of a more 90s kid, so I had the next generation of Civic. But yeah, this one looks good. It feels good to drive. It's slow, but it's fun. It's just front wheel drive Honda. You can't get better than that, all right? Okay, for the next car, it's the Hyundai Ioniq 5N, pardon. Now, this one was the one I really wanted to try out because in real life, this car has a manual mode for an electric car. But unfortunately, Gran Turismo, they did not add the manual mode. It's just the automatic mode, and it's fine, but what made the electric car fun would be able to switch between automatic, which is just typical electric as you're seeing here, and manual, where it would be like a regular DCT car. And again, I'm just looking inside, seeing how the seats look, the steering wheel, the seat looks good, and the gloves look good, the screens look good. So it really is like a nice like place to be at. But I want to see the manual mode, and unfortunately we did not get it here. You can even see the N-Tune a little bit on the infotainment screen. And the G-forces, that I actually do like the infotainment screen here. This is a really cool car for VR, and I lost control, but that's fine. This car it's fine. It's not what I want it to be. That's it, really. Let me know what you think about this car specifically because of that manual mode option. Last but not least, we have the Formula car and the 3500. It was debuted at the finals for the 2024 World Series season, but now we're finally getting to it. This is where the Honda S2000 gets its gauge cluster from. As you see it there, I'm like looking at it because I'm amazed. I'm like, oh my god, this is the S2000 car, and it just looks neat. It's like, you know, small. I love it. It's amazing. You can see the tires, the mirrors. Like, this is a fun car to drive in VR. Like, I really enjoyed it. And I'm a D-level driver, okay? Like, I'm not the best driver out there, but I like cars, and I like cars in real life. I started autocrossing now, and you guys know how I roll now. You guys see my shorts. Oh, yep, my tires kind of get a little funky there. But yeah, so I just take a second here to like see what it looks like in VR, and I really like it. I really like it. Like, see how, if I can like look above it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this car. What lap times you guys set for this one. Again, throw up in the description. There are some physics changes, but I haven't driven enough to kind of get my way around it to give my opinion just yet. But I am hearing a lot of positive feedback. I see it on Reddit. I see YouTubers such as Super GT talk about the new physics. They seem to like it. So yeah, again, I really want to give a bit more time before I give my D-level opinion. But speaking of the physics and driving, I do want to touch on the BOP changes. And the big change that we got, especially for the GR4 cars, was that the Metacar, being the Huracan, that got nerfed up into oblivion. It is now on the bottom right, and it added like 40 pounds, 20 kilograms, and less power, PS, power, power stats, power change or whatever. And we see here the Veyron is up there now, a lot of power, and 4 is up there. And is this the middle? Anyway, I'm just like looking at this graph, but there were quite a few changes. The Huracan really got nerfed into oblivion, but we see here that this chart, I like to think that it makes it more digestible in terms of like what changes were made. Now for GR3, this was a bit more complicated because there's like low speed, mid speed, and high speed. So this is a bit more, this is out of my comfort zone, so to say. So I'm just gonna throw up the graphs, and I'll make sure to link them in the description. And the GR1 and the GR2 cars also got nerfed. And there are some changes. Again, I don't drive these type of cars, like the Group 1 and Group 2, honestly, ever. So I'll just put it up here. I'll link it, and you guys make what you will out of it. There's some engine swaps that have been added, some cafe stuff. But honestly, what you needed to know, I already put in the video. And that's all what you need to know for this update. There are a few more like little things that happened, but honestly, I'll just link to the thing if you haven't seen it just yet. But what you need to know, I already went through it. Let me know what you think. Is it good? Is it bad? You expected more? Expected less? Let me know in the description. Guys, like and subscribe.